Okay, E-type bucket seat. Just want to show off our beautiful work here at BAS. Nah, just kidding guys. That is not our work. I will explain by first showing you how it should look. This is an E-type bucket seat trimmed perfectly by us here in-house. This is how it's supposed to look. And this is home restorers wisely realized that he was getting into trouble with this and sent it to us. I can show you as a kind of a example of the two. He made a wise decision, as I'm sure you guys would agree. I can't emphasize enough. This is not meant to discourage anybody. However, I think people need to be realistic about their skill level. They wouldn't dream of painting the car themselves or rebuilding the engine, and yet somehow people seem to think they can have a go at upholstery work on the weekend and expect to get good results, and it's just not the case. Time and time again I see beautiful cars. This is obviously a 3.8 Roadster, ruined even without kit. It can be ruined by the installation, as simple as that. Give our covers to 10 different people, you end up with 10 different results. And it's just false economy to try and save a buck doing it itself if you end up with these results and devalue the car subsequently. So let's look at a couple of things that are terribly wrong about this, just to show you how easy it is to go wrong and how you're not born knowing how to do this. Okay, we know how to do it. It took many years to develop that knowledge. But let's just start with some basics. First, most home restorers don't have access to the correct staples. This is not the correct staples. This is a common T50 staple from a something you can get at Home Depot. This is 3mm or 1/8 inch birch ply, and now the staples have gone right through the birch ply and penetrated through the back. This is happening at the front, and of course if you press you can feel the points in there. Eventually that will come through, obviously. He's used the original tack strip on the back here. This is not recommended. We always have replacements, and then somehow there's a little block being added which wasn't there originally from Jaguar. This shape is correct. This edition is not. So anytime you start to do things that are not as they were, you're going to end up with poor results. Here's the elastic we provide in the kit. This is too loose, way too loose. It's there for a reason, and it needs to be stretched. Obviously, maybe even twice as much as that as it is. So, again, just looking at this, it's not going to work. There's a point here. Not quite sure what's happening there, but you can see the you can see the results here. It's not even close. It really does look quite bad. You can see the staples around. Piping cord is still left in there. It needs to come out. Putting the tack strips on is time consuming but straightforward. That's a mechanical function, that's not upholstery. And so tack strips are done right. Well, no, they're not. The heads should be on this side, these should be on the inside, so they're reversed. However, they're functional and that works. But, here's an example. The seat foams that we supply, they look simple and they look like they may not even do the job, but you can see with the results that we get here just how perfectly they do work. And the owner here has glued the foams on in this position, and that's entirely incorrect and will not get the correct results. Essentially, the way this should look and the way this is done is this edge is glued at a 90-degree angle. So that edge is glued like that, and then it's rolled. You can see the effect. That's how Jaguar did it, and that's how it needs to be done. This is not, and then it's been hacked down. That would show through. Paint is being removed with the removal here. It's pretty bad. The thing I'm most concerned about is, I think, is at this point that the customer wisely decided to bail on the whole thing. We're helping him out if we can. It all needs to be completely redone. In spite of his pleas that he was happy with the way the cushion turned out, I'm not, and I'm not putting our reputation on that at any of the shows. So they're going to be redone. The backrest, some relief cuts have been made. It's a very dangerous thing to do. I'm concerned because there is very little room for error in this location here. This is very tight in here behind this cover. We can't see it, but there are staples going to the tack strip. It's critical that they don't go too far this way, otherwise you see them. And this is a concern here with this. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, all in all, not great. But anyway, we'll work our magic here. Again, such a valuable car, so expensive to restore. It makes no sense to cut corners on just a. We have flat rates. We have a set rate on this, and what you get, what you will receive, are the guaranteed perfect results you see here in this seat.